NDG in Montreal, Canada, comes hip-hop artist and performer, Chung. Fresh off the release of her new single, Few Things, she continues to showcase her sharp lyricism and dope flow that's made her a standout in the underground hip-hop scene. In addition to her latest single, she's known for dope projects such as Perdu in Peru, Chung Shui, Chung Shui 2, and See You When I See You. Alongside her impressive discography, she's also known for compelling visuals that highlight her creativity and cinematic approach to music. Tune in to learn about her journey in hip hop, how she's on a mission to land in your top five, and what she's got coming next at 5:30 p.m. LA, 8:30 p.m. New York. Let's bring her in. Peace. Salute, Queen. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. We connected. We live now.
We sure are. What's going on?
I'm good. You look fly.
Do I?
Yeah, you do.
I just put together whatever.
Hey, you make it look good.
I'm tired of the wigs. I'm gonna just throw this shit on.
You're gonna start a whole thing. You're gonna see everybody copying you now.
Right? Hello.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Hey, congratulations.
How's LA?
LA's nice. LA's, you can't complain in LA. You just dropped a new single today.
Yeah.
I know you're like on cloud nine. It's a banger. Talk to us about Few Things.
Well, Few Things is featured by Flames Malik, and he's from Buffalo, right? He's part of the BSF family, and he's been following me. Well, we've been following each other for like a good 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
So like we just built a mutual respect for each other's art, and therefore it's long overdue. I was supposed to do something with him forever, So I'm like, you know what? On this project, I'm gonna need him to get on there. It's long overdue. He hopped on the song, killed it. Peru went crazy,
Yeah.
as did I.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you killed it. And it's a banger. It dropped today on everywhere, right?
Everywhere. Right. Everywhere today. A video this Friday, and then the project is going to follow up after. I'm going to upload the project onto Bandcamp first, and then eventually it'll be on streaming platforms. So
Yeah. Tell us what you feel about that, because that's like a thing right now. The artists, especially artists like yourself that have a strong following and have been doing this for a minute, have a very strong discography. So anybody who wants to listen to Chung, they could go listen to all of these classic albums. Then you got something fresh out, and you know that Spotify really isn't, compensating artists the way that they should, and a lot of artists are making better money off of Bandcamp and merch. Do you have a strategy that you use as an artist on the business side of music?
well, all the heavy hitters in the game told me the strategy. It's just me putting it into play, right?
Yeah.
But regardless of the streaming and all that, I'm still making my money.
Yeah.
Not what I'm worth or what I should be getting, but like at the same time, I don't even like I have to figure that whole thing out. My whole thing is I just want to make good music, put good music out, obviously not get jerked off, but at the same time, that's really my main focus. As for the business side, hopefully, either I or somebody could get that shit moving the way it's supposed to, right?
Yeah. Now,
but I need to build up my fan base too at first. I feel like, I'm still getting there.
Yeah.
I got a lot of eyes on me, and the right people are watching, but at the same time, I'm not where I want to be really in order for me to like make merch, make vinyls and all this shit. So I'll get there though.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Now, Peru, the producer, right? You've been working with him now for a minute. You guys are an incredible team, right?
A year.
Yeah.
About a year. We're only a year in, to be honest.
Yeah.
Before that, it was just Katola, Nicholas Craven, and Mike Shev.
Yeah. So is this like gonna be like a single for like a new project with Peru, the producer?
It's a single for the project, yeah. So I'm slowly like letting certain joints off, letting them go, so you can get a taste of what the whole thing sounds like. The regular thing. So.
Yeah.
So the project you did with him was Perdu in Peru, right? Like Lost in Peru.
Yeah.
The is this like a part two? Is it a new project, like a new name?
Well, it's a part two because it's my second project with
Yeah.
him. But I wanted a different title. You know, I did Chung Shui 2.
Yeah.
Like like a sequel type shit. But like at the same time, I felt like the title just sounds stupid. Perdu in Peru Part 2. Like it's like a
It kind of
Perdu in
rhymes.
Peru.
That's right. It kind of rhymes.
Like it sounds corny to me. So I'm like, I need a whole new title. So yes, it's a sequel from Perdu in Peru, but I try to
Yeah.
yeah.
It's the next one up with Peru the producer, right? So in that sense, it's like a sequel,
Yeah.
but you want it to be like its own standalone thing,
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
new name.
Yeah.
But I take it he's from Peru.
I think so. If his name if that's his name, right? But my name is
What if
Chung.
he's
I'm
not,
not
right?
Chinese.
What's that?
My name is Chung and I'm not Chinese too or Japanese. So like I don't know. Well, most likely he is though. You know?
Yeah. The can you tell us the origin of the name?
10 which one?
Yours,
Oh,
Chung.
Chung? Okay. Well, it comes from the Street Fighter game. You know, all my generation and 80s, 90s babies. Well, I'm a 90s babies, but like I grew up with 80s babies. You know, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, all these things we was into that, right? At first my nickname was Stush. In Jamaica, Stush means like a stuck up shorty. Like so like a girl that won't pay you no mind, won't talk to you, like she just to herself type thing, or like I said, stuck up, right? And I became so social after a while, and then doing certain things like it was like 18, 19. I got this name, you know, and they're like, "Yo, your name should be Chung Lee, the Street Fighter, like the Street Fighter," you know. I'm like, "I shit, I don't know martial arts or nothing, you know. I don't know karate, I know crazy, you know."
Right,
Yeah, you know
right,
what I'm
but
saying?
on the mic, you know what I'm saying?
That
You be
too.
doing
But
it.
at first it was on some other shit. But the name, yeah, you know,
Yeah,
it worked out.
that's
It's a very,
dope. That's dope.
very common name, though. I've had moments where I want to change it because Chung with Nicki Minaj when she dropped the Chung Lee song,
Yeah,
because she is a superstar, and I come out now as Chung, they're gonna think I'm like riding her
right.
wave or I'm a fan of her or shit like that. And it's like, you know, type my
Yeah,
name
yours
in.
happened organically on its own.
Yeah, you know, but you know, you type my name in on the search bar. It's there's like a big pop artist in Japan or China named Chung Ha or some shit.
Yeah,
So it's like, I don't know. I've been thinking about changing my name, to be honest.
yeah, yeah. The it's dope though. It's dope, you know, and but I know what you mean. Like yeah,
Look
that whole thing's always a
amazing.
little bit
Thank
different.
you. Somebody said look amazing. I appreciate it. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. And so you know, you shared with us the new single "Few Things" came out. That's a lead to the upcoming project with Peru, the producer. You had an EP with him last year, Perdu in Peru. Um, and I want to make sure that you know we put this like clear. You're from LaSalle, Montreal.
LaSalle. Yeah, in Montreal, southwest area
Yeah,
of Montreal.
but your background also you're Jamaican, right? You have like Jamaican upbringing. Can you share with us, you know, who's Jamaican?
Well, both of my parents are Jamaican, right? But Caribbean people, it's mixed. It's mixed up through like slavery and the whole history
Yeah,
shit. So like my family there's Indian, white, Spanish, black, you know, but me ultimately I'm gonna say I'm black and I'm Jamaican, right?
yeah,
But a lot like my Hindu great grandfather, he's Jamaican, even though he's Hindu,
yeah.
his heritage, his you know blood, whatever. He was born and raised in, you know what I mean?
I
So
do.
like
Yeah,
it became like
yeah.
that. But ultimately, we're all Jamaican, and yeah,
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Like in Trinidad, there's a massive like Hindu population, the Trinis, and makes
Yeah,
beautiful people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the West
right,
Indies.
right. Chinese too. That's why you got people that look like Shensia, right?
Hmm.
The Asian blacks and shit's up. It's a mixture.
Yeah. What impact did your heritage growing up with two parents from Jamaica and the Caribbean have on your music? Like what we are listening to in the house, and how does that impact what you do?
Um, shit. Ultimately, I got the best of both worlds. Like with my mother and my father, it was old school, like 60s to 70s.
Mm,
So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, friggin', I want to say some real, the stylistics, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Earth, Wind, and Fire, Marvin Gaye, Diana Ross, all these people. And then that's my mom, right? And then my dad, he likes who's this artist? Bunny Wailer, Peter Tosh,
Yeah, yeah.
Gregory Isaac, Beres Hammond. So like I have a mixture of 70s, 60s, 70s, even 50s with my grandmother
Yeah.
because she's, you know. So like, and then my dad with the reggae, like the um rubber dub, rubber dub style, conscious reggae. And then I got my brothers, 80s babies, who
Mm,
introduced me to like Wu Tang, Mobb Deep, you know what I'm saying? Nori,
yeah.
X, all these people. So and then me, I was a R&B because I'm a girl, right?
Yeah.
Even though I grew up with men, as a child, I was like into R&B. So at first, that was my first love. So Aaliyah, all these people was my fucking what you call it?
Your playlist.
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah, inspiration
inspiration.
also, and kind of like, yeah,
Yeah,
the
there you go.
style, the earrings, the finger waves, everything.
Ah, yeah, yeah. So
That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, and so out here in LA on the East Coast, we're not so sure all the time what they listen to in Montreal, right? Because in Montreal, I also think like some French influence. Did you grow up listening to French hip hop, or was it always
oh
in
hell no,
English?
no, not at all, not at all. I grew up on the English side.
Yeah,
And in the 90s, growing up, 90s, early 2000s, the French wasn't so pro dominant
yeah,
as it is right now until a certain person got into office in like '08. But like before that, there's a lot of English hip hop artists that I listened to from Montreal growing up. Some are friends of a
yeah,
friend, and they were nice. But like we weren't too aware of the French side until social media came around and shit started. Like it's real. It's like like in America, it's the blacks and the
yeah.
whites. In Montreal, it's like English versus the French type shit.
Wow.
So it's like a
Yeah,
clash when it comes to
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right, like culturally, it's like two like cultures,
Right.
rival cultures. It's
Right.
fascinating. It's fascinating. The so before Perdu and Peru, you had Chung Shui, right?
Love
And that you had
Feng Shui love.
Chung Shui. So what's the meaning of that?
It's like a play on words. So like feng shui, like a aura, your aura, feng shui, but I put chang shui. To me, it sounded fly at the time. So
It does sound fly.
at the
It sounds
time, it
like when you say
sounded
it
fly.
right.
I don't know.
If I say it right, it sounds fly.
I'm like, is it gonna stick? Whatever. That
Yeah,
that was my baby though.
yeah. Can you talk to us about that album? You worked with Katola, right?
Right.
And Chilean producer.
Who's the producer? Catola's the producer.
Yeah, yeah, but he's Chilean, right?
Oh yeah, he's Chilean. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. Talk to us about that. Those are two really dope projects that are important parts of your discography.
Yeah, well, I met Katola through a friend. I guess he saw my work. He knows Shorty and doesn't know me. She connected us. He sent me beats. I started two songs. That was 2019, and then boom. COVID hit. I couldn't finish what we started, right? So then boom, shit. We took a little break, and then he's like, yo, fuck it. Like, let's just try and finish this on the low. Used to catch Ubers there, finish the shit, whatever, go back home, whatever. And yeah, the first project is an EP. It got like 6 to 7 songs on there.
Yeah.
All fire. And the thing is, when I don't put much thought into projects, I find they come out mad, like it's genuine, and it comes out flat. When I think too much, you know, it's like I have a hard time completing or, you know, sharing a finished project where it's like I'm proud of it. You know what I'm saying? But like, there's certain songs where I'm like, I don't like this song, and then niggas be like, nah, this is fire, and then I put it out, and then the reception of it is like, oh shit, this shit's crazy, but I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And then the ones I like, I put it out, and it's like kind of slow. So like sometimes you can't always go with. Sometimes you think yourself into a fucking hole.
Yeah.
Right. So you gotta like just let that shit go.
Yeah.
You know? Let it go.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Whatever.
dope.
You know. Yeah. So yeah.
So you guys did the first one.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So then Chung Shui 2, we did it the second year after the release, and that process was how can I say? Yeah, that process was it was cool. You know, we were busy, but I felt like he was in competition with the project I put out before that, which is "See You When I See You" with Nicholas.
That's a banger.
Right. So he's just like, no, we gotta do better.
That's a banger.
I'm like, all right, shit. You know, I'm like, I just wanted to like get some fly shit off, and like certain people was just on some looking at my catalog and like, okay, I like that shit she did, so we gotta do better than that shit she did. Yeah. But like sometimes when you think like that, it'll miss sometimes. You know? Yeah. It's good to be competitive, but sometimes it's good to just do your own thing and not worry about what the fuck everybody else is doing, right?
Yeah, do you
probably get better results like operating like that. So
yeah, there's a lot of wisdom in that. That's dope. The "See You When I See You" incredible project. Who did the production on that?
Mostly it was Mike Shab. Nicholas Craven got like three joints on there, but most of it is 13 joints or 13 track, whatever. And yeah, so most of it is produced by Shab. So
got it. Yeah, that project is a really, really dope project also.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Yeah, and in addition to your discography, you know, we spent some time unpacking that, but I want to make sure we talk about a really important part of your artistry, which is the visual aspect. You have really dope videos. You look good on camera, and also have I think a certain style where you are able to you have a cinematic sound, and then you're able to like actually bring that together in music videos. Can you talk to us a little bit about your video work and you know what your participation in that as a creative is?
Yeah, my partition. Yeah, the thing is, you know what? I feel like 9 times out of 10, I be directing the videos,
Right.
and niggas just come with the camera, and they in the credits it says directed by them, but like they don't do
It's
directing.
directed by you,
right? But like it's okay. You know, you can have that. You got it. You know? But at the same time, a lot of times I have a visual for myself for a video when it comes to an outfit, a style, or whatever, and it doesn't come through, right? So a lot of videos I look like a plain Jane because I got this thing where I'm overwhelmed or overstimulated. I'm like fucking, and I just throw on fucking jogging pants and you know. So I'm not stressing myself over that because I have to worry about my performance and getting some other important shit off. So it's crazy, but at the same time, it really has to do with the editing. A lot of it has to do with the editing, and thanks to Katola and LeCook, it comes out fly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. The visuals look look awesome, but also, you could tell by like your Instagram and the feel and the imagery that you use, right? And you had the joint with Santana Fox that like you had the mask on. Actually, it's crazy. Deja
Mhm.
vu. Yeah, you're creeping up
Oh,
with the gun.
it was like glasses. It was like glasses, but it looked like a spiked glasses, but it looked like a
Yeah,
mask.
yeah, that's they were glasses. Okay, yeah, it looks like a
That was given
mask.
to me. That was given to me by Santana Fox. She's like, I got these glasses. You want to wear it? And I tried it on. I'm like, oh shit, this is kind of fire. And she's like, yeah, you look good in those. So I just rocked it. But at first, I wasn't supposed to wear that.
It
But
made
it added
the
a little
video.
touch to it.
Yeah, it made the whole thing. That's dope. That's dope. I want to make sure that people know. I know that prior to us starting, you had a hard stop. I really appreciate you making time. You had a busy day today with the release of a new single. Few things. I want to make sure people know where to find you, where to find the music, and anything else that you want to make sure people know about.
Right. So follow me on Instagram. Follow me right here in my link tree. You'll be connected to everything that I've released and I'm about to release. So as for now, stream Few Things, Chung featuring Flames dot Malik, and in a week or two we got a new project out, 10 Toes and Testimonies EP, produced by Peru, the producer, Montreal, San Francisco, link up, and it's crazy.
That's so dope. Congratulations on a
Thank you,
really
love.
dope. You're
Thank
very
you.
welcome. It's an honor to have you on the Cristopolis show. Few things available everywhere now. New project coming. Music video dropping this week. Wow.
I took a little break. I have been going through some shit. I feel like I'm ready to.
Give it to him. Chung Leon. Chung Leon.
Yes. All right, yo.
Chung, it's an honor to have you on. Boo,
At
you
a
soon.
studio session.
Hey, kill it.
All
Salute.
right.